down and talk because why not? Hello, future Kayla, and all those watching. If this goes anywhere, hi, I'm present Kayla. Nice to be talking to you. How do I usually go? No. Hello, future Kayla, and all the Kaylas. What? No. Hello, future Kayla, and all others watching this. It's me, present Kayla. Yeah. And today I'm just going to be rambling about myself because that's my favorite topic, obviously. So today we have a nice little mullet situation going on. I don't know if you would I consider this a mullet, but you may not, and that is your prerogative, but I do, and I'm so happy with this hairstyle, because I've always wanted something like this. I've literally been trying to do my hair like this since the 9th grade, like, no joke. Oh, frick, I meant to, like, line my lips again before I did this, but, you know, it's fine. Oops. Sorry, I just exposed myself. Let's add some more glitter lip gloss. You don't want to get, like, a bunch of brown stuff on it. I'm currently filming this on my laptop computer, so if it's not the best quality, I apologize, but it's probably not going to post this anywhere anyway, so. But yeah, I always do that when I record videos on here. I'm like, sorry if this isn't the best quality, and then I just don't do anything with the video. Because I'm like, I personally don't care about the quality, but you know, if I do like decide to post this on YouTube, which I probably won't, but I don't want people to be like, oh my god, I'm so bad, so yeah. But yeah, so what I wanted to talk about is really just me and my confidence and like how I'm perceived, really, and just like on a straight like subjective, basically how I look type of sense. Not like, you know, what I care about most, which is what's inside here. I don't even know what side my heart is on. I think it's on this side. On the left, I don't know. It's inside here. But really just what's the blank canvas of this, because I feel like I'm so hyper focused a lot of the time on what people see, because I want to reflect everything that's in here out here, but at the same time, which leads to a lot of inner turmoil, because you just physically cannot do that. You cannot be a complete reflection of who you are on the inside as a person. Because on the inside as a person, I feel like if we're talking about aesthetics, I think that, sorry, my nose always starts to run when I start talking. I think that, I don't know how I would describe my inner person. I feel like it would be like cottagecore, unfortunately, I'm sorry, meets, I don't know, ultra femme girl, but also meets the chronic I'm not like other girls syndrome thing. But I've worked on that. But yeah, so I try to, like, I feel like all of those things kind of come out when I'm like this. I feel like that's the perfect combination. I feel like cottagecore is a little bit of a drag, though, because I don't like flowers and everything. I feel like flowers and me have a really weird relationship. It just got to be, like, the right type of thing. But I do like, kind of, like, I don't know. That's not important. So yeah, I feel like that. So, like, when I do things like this, which isn't, like, super in that kind of whole realm of, what you call it, I feel like this is more, like, I don't know. I wouldn't even call this I'm not like other girls, because I don't know what you would call that. I don't know, because I feel like it would be like really more edgier, and I feel like I'm not really that edgy. Like, my style isn't that edgy, and I kind of like when I do have like this edgier vibe to me, like not vibe, but like how I look, because I feel like it's fun. Like, it's fun to be something different, you know, something that isn't like all soft. And I feel like as a black girl, I kind of like try to make myself seem as soft as possible, so I don't like, I'm kind of afraid to go to like the edgy side of things, because I feel like once you go there, you're like only seen as that. But I feel like, why is this lagging so much? Okay. It was lagging for a second. I feel like because, like, society just masculizes me, especially because I'm dark skinned, I'm taller, I have a little bit more oomph to me. By that, I mean, like, I'm on the thicker side. Like, I feel like, even though my boobs are big, but, like, I still feel masculinized, and, like, I've always felt like that, even when I was younger. So I think that's why it's kind of, ooh, I have a bump in my head. Like, it's like a pimple. Ow, and I just kind of scratched over it. That hurt. Okay, I keep forgetting that's there. Sorry if I keep saying because of that, I'm afraid a lot of the times to go to like an edgier side of me, or like just play around with different things, because I'm like, I am more leaning towards, like, you know, being more girly. There's something wrong with that, because I do like that side of me. Like, everything that I show is me, but like, I feel like it's like a limited version of me. But yeah, I feel like I'm more like, I just naturally talk like this. So this isn't like me trying to make my voice high pitched. I don't know if my voice is considered high pitched, but I don't know. That's just, I wanted to say that before. But I wouldn't know how to describe it. Like, I don't want to, like, talk badly. I think I've been doing so good at not talking badly about myself, so it's hard for me to, like, think of things that I can point out right now. I don't know. If you know, you know. So yeah, I try to stay away from that, but I think that more so has to do with, like, male validation and me thinking, okay, would a boy like this? And I think that's why it's so damaging to do. A most specific example I can give is, like, when I post something on Instagram, like, if I'm looking, like, more, like, there's these pictures that I posted where my hair is kind of messed up, like, I felt really rocker, like, there's, like, another side to me of, like, I'm a fucking rock star, so I posted pictures like that, and I didn't delete them, but I archived one of them, and I think I was gonna archive another one, but I'm like, you know what, keep it, because I like it, but I was just really scared, so I'm like, oh my god, what if a boy sees it either, I'm just, like, super edgy, scary, like, I keep saying edgy because I can't think of another word for it, like, just, like, I don't know, I don't want to seem hard, because of, like, I feel like that's how I'm perceived, so, like, it's me constantly fighting to seem a certain way, like, even when it comes to my natural hair, like, I feel like, and I hate to say, but I feel like in a way my natural hair kind of makes me feel more masculine, not make me feel, but, like, I feel like if people were to perceive me, I feel like they're perceiving me more masculine because I have my natural hair, whereas if I had, like, long, I think it's more so not even long, like, natural hair, just, like, having shorter hair, that's the thing, having shorter natural hair, because when I have, like, long hair, that's when I feel like the best. Even if I feel like if my hair was longer, I wouldn't even worry about things like this when it comes out to, like, having my natural hair, like, out, like, even, like, having my hair out like this, posting pictures of my hair, it's just so hard for me to do because I don't want to, like, mess up that image that I work so hard to have of myself, like, as a girl, as a certain way, being this, because I, like, am now who I also am, like, who I am, like, I now look how I also look on a daily basis, but, like, I just didn't put that side of me out there. I hope this is making sense. My shoulder is hurting. Yeah, that was the main thing I had to say. So I guess just, like, working on from there, like, okay, not really, like, trying to worry less. Okay, trying to worry less about what the male population thinks of me, because at the end of the day, who cares? Like, and it's so easy to say who cares. I keep saying who cares, and I'm trying to think of another thing. Like, it's not like who cares. I care. Like, I care about how I'm perceived. But, like, is the opinion of males important? And I say males because I don't know. I say it when I had to be annoying. Like, is the opinion of males, like, is male validation that important to me that I won't show who I really am because I don't want to ruin that image I created for them? I'm not saying that the things that I've posted and, like, the person that I've shown myself to be is not me, but I feel like it's also not, like, the fullest version of who I could be and, like, what I also like. Like, it's not all my interests shown in one. Like, I love the little frilly girly side of me. Like, I love, like, dressing in skirts. I love the preppy shit. Like, I love all that. I love the Clueless vibes. I love the Gossip Girl vibes. I love all of that. But I think it's also, like, another thing to do with, like, you know, not being like other girls where you feel like you have to pick one. Like, you either have to pick, like, you're super this or you're super that. Like, you're super, like, tomboyish and, like, rugged and, like, I don't know. I feel like that's more like, I feel like street world is girly. Like, what is girly? What is manly, you know? But I feel like that, I'm sorry, my shoulder. I'm like an old lady talking about my shoulder hurts. That kind of messed up my view. But anyways, I feel like on one range you have, like, streetwear, like, and stuff like that, and you have, like cottagecore, like, that's the whole thing. But I feel like on this time it'd be, like, all over here would be, like, I don't know, like, just being a plain tomboy, and then this would be, like, I feel like cottagecore is just the most you could possibly do. That is, wow. If you like that, that is fine, but, like, that is just a lot for me. So, okay, yeah, so what I meant by that was, like, I feel like because girls are just picked apart for everything that they do, like, if a girl likes something, she likes to have to prove that she likes something, and it's just really, like, we're just, like, made fun of for, like, having interest in anything. It's like, you can't like anything without being made fun of, and I know you guys have all seen the TikToks about that, so that's what I meant right there, and I was just, oh shit. And so I was just saying that because, like, you're made fun of for liking different things, it feels like you have to pick one because somebody might come around, prove to me right now that you like all this or that you like this style, what you know about the style or whatever. So I feel like that's why it's kind of like the pressure to pick one thing, like, that defines who you are as a girl, because you're not allowed the same, like, versatility and, like, freedom to roam different types of, like, a set. Like, I feel like it's not like restricting or anything, but if I'm talking for myself, like, I don't know, it feels like you have to pick a certain type of girl that you are in order to continue. Like, you can't be a different type of girl every day. I don't know, maybe I'm thinking about it too harsh, but that's kind of how I was feeling. So, yeah. I think, what was I saying? yeah, I feel like that it's not like what I'm posting isn't me and like who I am and what I like. I just like I feel like sometimes I keep saying I feel like sometimes I can't be all of that all together. And that's what I've been trying to do. And mainly like I've realized that as I've been trying to find like my style, like sometimes I've been trying to like reinvent myself over quarantine. And just not even reinvent, like just figure out who I am and produce that image to the world. And I realized that I am a complex human being, like as everyone else is. There's no way I'm going to find one thing, like one type of aesthetic that I like, and stick to that for a long time, even for a short time. Like I like to be a different bitch every day. Like I always be the same person inside, and I think, but I like doing different things every day. Like I like looking differently every day. I like having a different style every day. It's nothing that's groundbreaking. It's just a fact of being a human. And some people can do, like some people have their whole aesthetic and they stick to that form of wear because that's what makes them comfortable. And that is fine. But I think for the most part, a lot of people who are like don't post on Instagram all the time, nobody is constantly thinking, yeah, this is my aesthetic, this is my style. I can only buy clothes in this style and this aesthetic. No, most people just buy what the fuck they like. And I feel like because I've been so wrapped up on Instagram, on Pinterest, on TikTok, and seeing all the people who just seem to know themselves and know their aesthetic, it's been so hard for me because I'm like, I like that, but I also like that, but I also like that. And it's like, I feel like I can't like all of those things. Nope, not because anybody's telling me that I can't, but because I'm telling myself that I have to stick to one box. And I think that's a huge problem that I should probably stop. But also, a problem is that the box that I choose to stick in is a box that will be validated. I try to say validated. I think I'm saying verified and validated. Validated by male validation. Wait, no. This is why you can't use anything. I feel like I'm sticking to a box that will be validated. What does it mean is validated? Validated by males. Like that is acceptable to society, to men, to my family, like all of that. It's like I don't want to be stuck in her. Like I love her. I love this bitch that I made. I love her. I love me. But this and probably watching it's like, bitch, all you did was put your hair in a mullet and you're acting like you went a whole 360 on your personality. I'm just saying, like, it's not even just putting my hair in a mullet. It's like this was really big for me, if I'm gonna be honest with you. It might sound like really weird, but it was really big for me because I've been wanting to do this hairstyle forever. And then there was also a fear when I was taking pictures. I'm like, okay, maybe I look a little bit like maybe it's too much. And I hated that. Like I hate that feeling. Like I feel like I'm doing too much because I'm doing it. Like this is actually something I really, 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 really love. Like really, really love. And I just wanted to share it with people. And it was also like that fear attached to sharing it with people. Like, oh my god, do people think this looks bad? They probably think this looks bad. But and normally, if it was like something where I feel like it was like for the most part acceptable, like if I would have worn my locks, my long locks, and like two fucking big ass ponytails, I wouldn't have cared. I'm like, bitch, my hair is long. You have that to like validate you because you have like something that is acceptable in society to be like your support. Like, well, at least it's long. Well, this just was like I have nothing. Like I have nothing. First of all, people don't really like mullets as it is because it's like weird. Kind of like some people like it, some people hate it. Second of all, my hair is short, which is already not acceptable because I'm a girl. Third of all, is my natural hair is doing this shit, and it was like all of those three things. I was like, no, 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 you're not fitting the box at all. And I think that was really scary for me. And this is just like it just helped me put into words because I've been trying to say this for like weeks now, but like doing this and like singing, like having my feelings right now, it kind of just put into words how I've been feeling about myself and what I want to do to change that. So, moving forward, I think I just have to stop. I think when I say I don't want to be perceived, I don't want to be perceived by men. Like there's just so many voices in my head are telling me they're really like, they think this about you, they think this about. Because even as much as like as much confidence as I have, I'm still worried that I don't even want to say this out loud. I think I'm just worried about how it'll fare up to, you know. I'm not gonna say because I don't want anybody to like use it against me or anything. It's like, oh, it's not even coming. I don't like it. No, but I think I want to reinforce my confidence outside of like needing my validation. So by doing things like this that make me feel happy instead of just staying in the same thing that I feel like I think that'll be acceptable. Like, boys like this, so I don't even care. Like, even like it's like I've been coaching by like feeling confident, but also knowing that boys will like this. But you gain confidence. Well, I gain confidence by also knowing that I like this, boys don't like this, but I still like this, and I still like myself. And I think that's the most important thing that I'm trying to get across. Like, I want to do things that I like, that boys may not like, but I will always like. And it doesn't matter if they like it or not, because I like it. And I don't know if I have that yet, but I'm aware of it now, and I want to make that happen. So that's basically essentially what I was talking about. But yeah, moving forward. Yeah, I'm just not, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm gonna do what I want. And I say this saying out loud, like, every 5 minutes as I walk around my house. Like, I do what I want. I do what I want. I do what the fuck I want. I do what I want. If I want to do what I want to do, I do what I want. Like, I say that all the time to myself, because it's like almost like a mantra. Like, when I'm about to do something and I'm scared, I just say, I do what I want, you know? I do what I want. 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 And I have to continue thinking that way, and, in all realms, you know, appearance-wise especially, because this has nothing to do with my insides. I love who I am as an inside person. I feel like I'm just trying to refine that on my outsides, and it is, I mean, even like coming to the conclusion that your outsides doesn't have to be a complete like representation, like summary of who you are as a person, because it shouldn't be that simple. Like, you shouldn't be. I would hate to be dumbed down to how I look, in that being a representation of who I am. I think that's something that people have been fighting against forever. Like, they don't want, like, the whole thing, looks can be deceiving, don't judge a book by its cover, that whole thing. But I still wanted that to happen, like, because I just, like, I want to be accessible, you know, but I also want to feel authentic in all things, and I don't want to be misunderstood. So I feel like just putting everything of what I like out on the table just helps me be perceived better. But then I say I don't want to be perceived. It's really contradictory. I don't make sense at all, but it's just helpful knowing that I'm going to be better. I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to look how I want to look. Beauty is subjective, and even if I'm not, like, one of the most beautiful person in the world, I know that I like me. I like how I look, and I like what I do, and even if I don't like how I look one day, I still look good. So, even if I don't look good, it doesn't matter. Like, we are on a floating rock in the sky. Not even in the sky, because it's in the sky. I don't know. We're floating somewhere on a rock. I don't think anybody gives a rat's ass about how you look. Like, if you really think about it, like, if you've seen that TikTok where, like, they just zoom out, keep zooming out, it's like to show how small we fucking are. When you think about it like that, like, really think about it like that, something as simple as how you look doesn't even matter. So I'm gonna try to be. It's not that I still like dressing up. I like doing things to myself that make me feel pretty, but I'm gonna be less concerned about if other people like them. I've never been a person that's like worried about if other people like how I look, like what I wear, and like what I choose to present myself, like how I choose to present myself. I'm usually not a person who cares about that, but I think that now that I'm changing that a little bit, like changing who I am a little bit, or like, no, not even that, like just, you know, being in a fucking pandemic and only having access to people through a fucking picture of myself posted on a website, I think that's kind of like put me into panic mode, like, oh my god, I have to come across exactly how I am in real life because I want to be authentic. I think that's put me into a little bit of a frenzy. But for the most part, I've never really been a person that cares about what people look, and I mean that, like, I'm not just saying that, like, I really do mean that. I don't realize how much I don't care, because there's been times where I've worn like fucking crazy ass socks. I like would never do it now, and I always commend. That's why I always say, hello future Kayla, I am present Kayla. I commend past Kayla all the time for doing things that I wouldn't have been bold enough to do as present me. Like, I commend her all the time for doing it. I look at pictures, I'm like, okay, past Kayla. I talk about past Kayla all the time. Sometimes I'm like, ooh, girl, you could have did better. But I always commend her for being bold to do things that I probably would not do again. But not because I regret it, but because I kind of just forgot. I'm like, oh, you're a bold bitch. I would never be able to do that right now. It's like something I couldn't do. Like, I could not do again. Not that I wouldn't. I just couldn't. And I'm just proud of myself for doing so many things that, like, I don't know. Probably wouldn't. Or just looking a certain way. Like when I wore my hair like this in 9th grade to school. I could not do that again. But I'm proud of her because I really didn't realize how bad it was in the moment. I think, like, that bliss is what I'm proud of. And, like, her just doing what the fuck she wants in that bliss because she has no idea. I commend her for that. But, yeah. That's it for this video. Even, like, this side, like, if you really look at it, it kind of looks like my head is shaven, which is kind of, like, making me more attracted to myself. This side isn't really giving the shaven look, but this side is more so, like, giving the shaven look. And I'm like, if I actually shaved my head like this, that would be kind of dope. My hair does not stay like this, so it would be a death sentence. But yeah, it looks better from the side. Yeah, until we meet again, if we ever meet again, bye.